So how did the Christies Punk NFT auction go? What do you think of Gary V's VFriends? And lastly, another NFT project that I'm excited to cover. Tap that thumbs up and let's set it. What is up, Money Tribe? Mike Damazo here to help you make sense of dollars. Our mission is to help you get out of debt and build wealth. So as you know, I've already been covering some NFT and I wanted to do more NFT news. For this one right here, we're gonna go over with the first one, which is gonna be the Punks Christies auction. You know, I really had no idea how to transition that. But anyways, all right, so in today's news, in NFTs, we have the auction for Christies with the Punks. So, you know, not a lot of people were too happy with, you know, how it was displayed and everything. One person in particular was G Money. So G Money has this long thread. So just to go over his thread, which, you know, it's rather short. It's just 11 tweets, really. So how Christies fucked up the Punks auction. So for him, this was supposed to be it. You know, Punks was supposed to go mainstream as far as it was going to be their time to shine. As for my own opinion, I feel like their time is already there. Like, it's still going. Like, no matter what you say, Punks is definitely going to be a relic of where people want to be and the community that they want to build. Because I see, like, when I first got in, I remember seeing the Punks avatars on Twitter, and I was just like so curious about it. Which, you know, like, I definitely wish I would have got one that early, but it is what it is, lesson learned. Anyways, moving on. His next tweet was, he had the privilege of getting a tour of the Christies gallery in Rockefeller. So this was, you know, where they show a lot of art, such as art pieces from Banksy, Da Vinci, Warhol, just all that, like, classic pieces. As I've mentioned before, Christie's is like the super OG auction house with art. And one of my previous videos was covering them with Beeple's piece. So let's see, going on. This is where they showcased the art. A lot of fellow punks were there. We were all excited. So I'm definitely not one of the punks, at least not yet, not until I buy one. So I'm more of a BAYC type. Anyways, that's pretty awesome to, like, meet up with everyone IRL in real life. So they got showed around, mentioned about the art pieces that was hanging, and they're walking around. We were told to be on the lookout. How would you tell somebody, hey, here is an art piece, here is this art piece, be on the lookout for the art piece that you came here for? Like, what? That like makes no sense. It's like, hey, I'm going to McDonald's, I'm gonna order a burger, but I'm gonna hide it somewhere, just be on the lookout. It could be underneath all your fries. Anyways, next one, he said, first, here's the first punk that was pointed out to us, the alien. 6, let's see, it seemed like miniature version of the punk hunt. Got to find all the punks. As the tour went on, I asked how the buyer lineup was looking, and I was told they wish it was a little stronger. So, wish was a little stronger. To be honest, I didn't see that much action or news coverage from Christie's with the punk sale. Like, Beeple was huge. I feel like there was a lot of coverage going on with that, and then for them as in Christie's to just be like, you know, it was kind of weak. Well, let's think about how you guys presented it. 7, you wish there were more buyer demand. Why don't you start displaying the art properly for starters? Why don't you try to educate potential buyers as to why it might be a significant piece? So it definitely sounds like I'm not sure, you know, this is just my own thought. Reading this, seeing what I see on Twitter, it seems like Christie's just put it out there. There was no real collaboration effort with punk owners that know the community and know, like, that value. Obviously, like, that value is different for someone that doesn't have it. They don't really get it. But I feel like having the punk community there to help that narrative would have, you know, definitely helped all parties out, especially Christie's that seem like they're like, oh yeah, not that many people, sorry, it is what it is, we're still gonna get our money. Anyways, 8, I wonder why someone might not think a tiny 4x4 piece tucked randomly in obscure corners is worth anything. You literally had one job, find buyers. If I had no idea where CryptoPunk was in the gallery, I sure as hell no clue when I walked out. Yeah, so that is the key component of it, is education and obviously entertainment of like, what is punks? For me, on the Twitterverse, when I first got in, a few months back when I was just like really getting into Pranksy, seeing OpenSea, and just really diving in, I just remember like, what are these avatars that people have? It generally was curious. I obviously didn't jump in. Anyways, I think just having that story told throughout and showing potential buyers about it and even putting word out on it would have generated way more interest. So 9, it is how the traditional art world, if that is how the traditional artwork is going to treat NFTs, then they're definitely a rude awakening. Let this be a better wake-up call to Sotheby's. Honestly, I don't know how to pronounce that. Sotheby's, do a better job. If that was my lot was getting sold and that was a presentation I saw, I'd be livid. Totally understandable, even if as a non-punk owner and someone that doesn't have any money in the game, that kind of sucks. I think overall for the community, it was awesome for us to be able to have another piece, another NFT be auctioned off in Christie's, and they still don't get it. Like, some people don't get it, and that's fine. It just takes time, Let's see, Sotheby's. God, someone comment how to pronounce that, or yeah. 10, a 15% commission for this. Would have been better off selling it online with a 2.5 commission if you're only going to sell it to a crypto buyer. Why do I need an auction house? Great point. You could have definitely just done it on OpenSea or Sonium or Decentraland or Sandbox, just anywhere in the metaverse. So it would have been very meta. Like, what was the whole point of going out in public if it wasn't publicly put out as much, Keep it up though, Christies. We'll see how quickly you become a relic of the past if you do. Now, to Christies and G Money, I definitely don't think Christies is gonna go anywhere. Like, they've been OGs for quite some time. They know what they're doing, and I think them adapting will take some time. And once they do, like, this is just gonna be the hiccup in the beginning. Yeah, that's pretty much it on like the Christie's auction for the punks. The punk sale, it was 6 total, I believe. I'd have to go back. So definitely let me know what you guys think. It actually sold for 15 million. I actually put it earlier, so maybe it was 9 pieces. So 9 rare crypto punks, and it sold for 16 million. Yeah, let's just round it up. 17 million. So about 4,041 ETH. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Was this a hit? Was this a miss? Or how would you have done it differently? All right, so for the next bit of news with NFTs from yesterday, we're gonna go over Gary V's NFT launch, VeeFriends. Overall, it was cool. It was definitely, I get why he priced it that much for a conference, and the ticket is for 3 years. At least that's what I remember when I last checked it, and it's a lot of the art that he created throughout and turned into a GIF, and it makes it fun and likable and everything like that. However, for that price and with the current gas costs, I don't know, like, it's a conference. I've been to multiple conferences. If it was like a conference plus a live event, like if it was Coachella and social media marketing world, just to make it an event combined, I could see like the allure of, okay, not only am I gonna go to a conference to learn stuff from Gary Vee or other experts in the field, I will also be able to go party and go to a concert and watch say Blau, or I don't know, even, God, I was about to say Deadmau5, but yeah, even Deadmau5, just whoever, it could even be Zed. Let's see, overall it was all right. It looks like, I haven't honestly looked if anybody spent any money on it. I didn't see much on Twitter with the reviews, a lot of people were saying how it's priced. And right now, gas is insane. So not a lot of people are like really rushing to mint it. For a drop, he was competing against the Punks auction over at Christie's. Then there's also the high gas fees. So we'll see how long, how long until all of this is sold out. I didn't really check how long he's running it till. But overall, VeeFriends, interesting concept. I love that it's Gary Vee doing it. Some people are kind of like, oh, Gary Vee in the space, he doesn't get it. Whatever the case is, it is good for the space. Any exposure. We can't just be like, oh, it's just BAYC, oh, it's just punks, oh, it's just me bit. It is all us in a collaborative effort to show everyone else about NFTs and its potential and utility. So that goes to say, like, it's not just like the virtual land real estate, or even virtual collectibles with digital art. You want to be able to have that conversation with others like, look, this is why I actually value this piece of boss logic. With an example is my favorite from him is the Kobe tribute one. Like, it's not no Kobe tribute dunk, but his artwork with Kobe and the way it goes, it really, represents the space in the time of like how 2020 started and everything. So yeah, sorry, thinking about Kobe. So yeah, what did you guys think about VeeFriends? Did you actually buy it? If there was one NFT out of his, which one do you have gotten? It just seems like a lot of it is like paid 5 ETH to FaceTime with me. Like, what is the added utility there? Like NBA Top Shot, for example, I know that dunk, that Rui Hachimura dunk over AD was awesome. Like, I remember being with people at work and watching that. Yes, the TV is on at work for us. Literally, if it's a close game, we go close game alert. Everybody kind of just stops. Anyways, that was a shared experience, and the NBA Top Shot plus that Roll Labs licensed product, I see that future utility. But if it's just a conference, 3 years down the line, I don't really see like, okay, I guess I get to FaceTime Gary Vee every day. I would definitely take it if I had the money to spend like that, but I feel like that ETH could go somewhere else. Speaking of somewhere else, let's transition to another project that I currently like. I'm not shilling because I would never really just shill. Like, projects that I want to cover are ones that I'm interested in, and I will always let you know if I actually bought it and I'm part of it or whatever the case is. So the one that I'm talking about right now is the Punks comic. So I was about to say ETH Man, which is completely different. So the Punks comic is very interesting because, look, I gotta pull it up first. So as I've mentioned earlier with Punks, as you know already, Christies had that awesome auction of 9 rare Punks. So the Punks comic kind of came as a collaborative effort from the community of, releasing a comic book as an NFT. It's definitely not the first NFT comic book, which it would be ETH Man. I'm sorry. And the cool thing about that one is they already have like action figures, NFT action figures. So in total for the Punks comic, they have 10,000 available. As of this recording, I believe about 2,000 have sold, and the price is 0.2 ETH. Now, I feel like if it was lower, it would definitely attract more people, and if gas was way lower, it would definitely be faster for people. For this one, their tokenomics is different because if you buy to own Punks comic, you get issued 1 NFT and a free physical copy. Free physical comic, 24 full pages with covers by Chris Wall, Hacked Out, Killer Acid, and Robbie Trevino. So you stake your comic NFT to earn fractional NFT tokens of the 16 crypto punks worth 4.5 million. See, like, I feel like because ETH, obviously is changing with how much it's worth, I feel like that part of the website should just update automatically somehow. Anyways, burn comic NFT to earn exclusive founders token backed by founders Vault asset. So founders being probably all the punks that's part of this project. So 27 random mints will receive punks NFTs from Hacktow, Killer Acid, and Robbie Trevino. So that's pretty cool. You know, just obviously the less people there is, the better your chances and everything. They break down obviously their traits and everything. So you could stake it for 50% of fractional punks, or you burn your comics. You burn your comic. Burn to earn exclusive Founders token backed by Founders Vault assets. So I definitely would, I mean, for the most part, most NFTs that I try to get, I always try to get two. One to be able to flip early if I wanted to, or later, but just one to be able to flip, get that money back, and then one to just hold, obviously flip later, or whatever the case is. Let's see, going back to burning your comic, 25% are the founders token. So with the founders token, God, the art's pretty sick. I like it. 25% allocation of fractional punks tokens, Genesis 1 of 1 mint of punks issue 1, Robbie Trevino punks issue 1 back cover 1 of 1, Lost Robbie, i.e. AI generated nude portrait number 7 frame, and number 92 by Robbie Barrett. Hacktow Queen of Punks 1 of 1. I really love Hacktow's art, so that's an interesting one. Killer Acid Punks. So yeah, they have more information about burning your NFT, your Genesis comic NFT, which is definitely interesting. For me, if I still haven't decided, I'm not really in a rush to, but if I was one to get a comic, I would definitely get 2 or more if possible. So the approximate value at inception is 600 ETH for their Founders Vault. So the Founders token is 10,000. So every Genesis burned, the original, let's see, 10,000, and would require every Genesis comic to be burned. So there's 10,000. Obviously, if you burn 1, you get 1. Let's see, fractionals. Like I mentioned, I like the art. Don't really know too much about the story. Obviously, I need to have the comic book, but it is a great, interesting project. It's somewhat, the artists work in both Marvel and DC. I like saw one of her art and everything. Can't remember what. I think it was Moon Girl, or not Moon Girl. It's gonna bug me, and I need to like look for it right now. Okay, I can't. Oh, there we go. Chris Wall, Tank Girl, cover artist, DC, Lucasfilm, Mad Magazine, NFT. You know, I could definitely see that Mad Magazine feel and vibe. But Marvel artist, Tank Girl, I remember seeing that. I do read comic books. I haven't got any comic books in quite some time, but this one is definitely one I would check out. So yeah, Punk's comic. What did you think? Let me know below. Did you buy one? Is the price too high? Is it too low? I believe it's priced right, just because if it was priced low, a lot of people would just ape into it and then try to flip it. You could tell that the team really gave their time and kind of laid it out. So I would just, one thing that I'm like curious about is how long is their project going to run? And I feel like if there's more people involved with it, like more people representative of BAYC, they would be able to, on this next episode, this next issue, you have an introduction of apes, or just really a culmination of different NFT projects in a comic book. God, that's almost like if you had Marvel Avengers, Justice League, and you combine them. Yeah, that's basically what this is. At least what it could be. I haven't seen the roadmap, so that's about it. That's all for today's news with NFTs, as it covers everything from Monday through Wednesday when this video will come out. Alright, so there we have it. That is the NFT news for the week as far as covering things with the Christies Punk sale, Gary V's V-Friends, and the Punks comic. Let me know what you think. Definitely tap that thumbs up for this video. It helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Sound off in the comments below what new NFT projects you're excited, or ones that you want me to cover. And lastly, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay legendary, and I'll see you in the next video.